Oh, Lord, have mercy. This is all gone? No. Hello, everyone. Hello to the people on the replay. Let me tell you, what a rush it's been. Holy cow. I got french fries going on the stove. My chicken is in the oven, not cooked yet. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it's 5 to 8. Where do I go here? So, hi, Andrea. Okay, let me see if I can find myself. Oh my goodness, what a rush. I literally left the french fries on the stove. Um, God, no, Lisa, where are you? I can't find myself. I'm having a great time right now. Hold on. Oh, I'm feeling much better today. Yesterday was brutal. I'm telling you. Oh my God. I get these sharp pains that go up my spine and then in my chest, and it makes me feel like I'm having a freaking heart attack. It's nuts. I can't breathe. I can't talk. I was literally in bed. I talked to mom around 12 o'clock and I went to bed. And I was like, I think 11 o'clock last night, I came out of my bedroom and said something to Ian and then went back to bed. And finally, I was able to fall asleep. That whole time, I was just trying to sleep. And I had to sit up because you can't lie down, right? Because once you lie down, the pain is worse. It was, I swear to God, I hate it when it happens. I knew it was going to happen because I ran out of my meds. And all last week, I kept on feeling like something was stuck in my throat. And then on Friday, I had a wicked heartburn all day. And I knew that it was coming, and I've been through it before. Like Ian's had it twice where he ended up in the hospital. I'm telling you, it's no joke turning 40. So, yeah. And I know, and then he went over to his parents and got me some of his dad's meds, which are the exact same that I take. Um, and he dropped them off like at 1 o'clock yesterday, but by then it's too late for the meds to work because all that acid then is just boiling, right? So I took one yesterday when he dropped it off. I mean, I did everything. I ate sugar. I did baking soda and water and lemon, sipped on apple cider vinegar. Like I Googled everything to help it go away. And then I think at 2 o'clock or something, I turned off my phone and I was legit in my bedroom all day, and vomiting my guts up. I threw up, I probably say 6 times. Twice I was in the bathroom, or 3 times. 2 or 3 times I was in the bathroom throwing up, and all this thick stuff was, oh, it was gross. And then last night, I took another pill and then finally managed to go to sleep. And I think I woke up at like 8:30 this morning and it was like, okay, the pain's gone. I can breathe now. I can talk. Hi, Jan. How are you? So, yeah, literally. So, we're having stuffed chicken for dinner, right? And mine was frozen. So I thought it was all thought out. I guess it wasn't. It was brutal, Jan. And I've been through it before, you know what I mean? So it's my fault because I didn't get the pills when I should have. I'm looking for that new thing that I got. It's a lipstick or something. What a mess is going on here. I haven't touched. I wanted to make a video yesterday of trying on all the stuff I got. I didn't do that. Just put the brushes in here. That's not it either. Well, bloody Lord. Where's that stuff I got from PIXZ? Didn't I get like 2 new kind of lipsticks or something? Like, stuff is missing here. Oh, nerves. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury, got the, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. Is it? Yeah, this one right here. I think this is what I'm looking for. Are you? Yeah, I know. See, and I usually get my meds from work, right? My Dexilent from work because I get it for free. But because of COVID, the pharmaceutical reps haven't been dropping off any like samples. It's like a little bottle with 7 in it. So I take a whole bunch and bring it home. And I've used up everything that we've had since COVID. And So it's either Dexlint or pantoprazole. It's the same thing. It's just Dexlint is more expensive. So yeah, it was my own fault. So I definitely have to make, because I usually get my boss to give me a prescription, but I feel bad because she's given me like the last 3 prescriptions, right? And I didn't want to bug her knowing that she was on call all weekend. So luckily, Ian's father takes the same medicine, so I got it from him. And it's amazing. It's like how I woke up this morning and you wouldn't know that I was in like extreme pain yesterday. Like it's crazy. All acid reflux. It's brutal. Hi, Lorinda. Hi, Cosmic. Would it be appropriate to have a girls' talk later about difficulty having the big O? Oh, listen. Oh my God. My JJ is so, I swear to God, every 4 to 5 day, it's just sore. It's just sore. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a yeast infection. We can talk about it right now. And I know it's because of the dryness. And every 4 to 5 days, I legit had just to go buy some cream to put on Miss Sally down there because it gets so dry and irritated after we, get it on, and we get it on a lot. So it gets sore. I swear to God, in the last couple of months, it's like every 3 to 4 days, I'm saying, okay, don't touch me. Give me a couple days to heal. And it's because of the dryness. And then I found out that the medication that I take for my endometriosis, because I don't have, hi, Sarah. I don't have a period anymore. Because of my endo, I'm taking this medication and it stopped my periods. And one of the side effects is that, the dryness and stuff. And I'm like, well, double whammy because I guess my body's not making the hormones anymore and I am premenopausal. So it's like I got all these things working against Miss Sally downstairs, girl. So I'm, I'm saying to Ian, like, I swear to God, every 3 to 4 days, don't touch me for a couple of days. Just let it get back to normal, and then we're good to go for a couple of days. And that's what it's been like for the last few months now. Oh, thank you, Miss Rinda. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, your big O just comes from your battery-operated boyfriend, Bob. And that's pretty good. Listen, girl, whatever works, right? Whatever floats your boat, whatever works. It's an arid desert down there. It is. It is. And I'm so sensitive down there that I'm afraid to use anything because the moment I do, there's a freaking yeast infection. I'm, and I was supposed to go to my family doctor last Monday, and it was on me for booking an appointment on a Monday because Monday mornings when I get up and check my messages for work, I probably got 6 people canceling over the weekend for their appointment on Tuesday. And I have to work like a Dickens to try to book somebody in, right? Because that's just the way it is. So I booked my appointment for last Monday morning, and I had to cancel it because I had 6 cancellations. I had to take the whole day Monday then, and the phone is going nuts. And I'm like, I just don't have time. I have to get these appointments booked, so I couldn't get to my doctor. And I wanted to get my meds for my acid reflux. I wanted him to do a liver and a kidney test to see if everything's okay, because sometimes I'm thinking it's probably not because of the dryness. And then I swell as well. Like I'll wake up and my fingers are swollen, like one finger really swollen, or my toe is really swollen, or the bottoms of my feet. If I press down hard on a chair, and I'm laying my feet against a chair, then that gets really swollen. Or if I will wear a pair of heels for 2 hours, my feet are swollen. So I wanted to get all that checked. But I had to cancel my appointment. What a mess. I'm seriously in a mess. But I think a lot of it comes from medication. Yes, Jeanne. Yep, I think definitely a lot of it's coming from medication. Andre, you're by yourself, so it's all you and your friends. You don't know if it's because of the meds you're on or because you're perimenopausal. Yeah, I was reading that perimenopausal, they said dryness is from that as well. Oh, yes, and you have breast cancer, so you can't take anything with hormones. No, I think once you hit 40, like, things just go crazy. Bob is good. He doesn't fight the remote control. That's awesome, Gian. And he doesn't leave a mess in your house, and you're not picking up his socks. Yeah, Bob is good. Shows up when you need it and sits in your drawer when he's not. For you, Lorinda, it's meds. Yeah. And I didn't realize that because I was reading the side effects of my endo meds, and that's what it said, right? Pain during the, you know what? I don't know why I'm bothering doing my eyebrows, you know, like, anybody else have the 90 eyebrows still? Or is that just me? Anyone else living in the 90s still? I can't even God, I found one. You can't get there no matter how hard you try or how long. Hi, Michelle. Thank you. I don't know. Maybe get a new friend, Andrea. Try something different. But does anybody use those gels and stuff? You just did? I hear water massagers are supposed to be really good. I don't know what I'm doing with my eyebrows. I just got to make them look not as bad as they look right now. I'm sweating. I smell like French fried grease and stuffed chicken. So Ian came home yesterday from his mom. Look at the mess. I mean, how even is that? Oh, my love of the Lord. Ian came home yesterday from his mom's and brought me in this bag. And it was a birthday bag from his parents' house. And it wasn't until like late last night that I opened it. And so for my birthday, they gave me a cast iron Dutch oven. And it's a Dutch oven, and then the top, the cover, is a cast iron skillet. So I was so excited to try that today. So I decided to stuff a chicken, and I put it on a bed of potatoes and onions. But I knew I had to make some extra French fries because there wasn't enough potatoes that I put on the bottom of the pot for everybody. So I made some French fries, and then I sauteed some green and yellow beans and carrots in some butter and brown sugar. That's all out there. I haven't had a bit of it. So yeah, I was saying there's a few things I needed left for my kitchen. And one of them was a cast iron frying pan. And Mom had won that on the Win It, Spin It, Gift It page. And so she won it. She's already got them. She won it before. So she's sending them to me. So I have the cast iron frying pan that I wanted. And I got the double Dutch oven, cast iron oven, that I wanted to go in with my kitchen. So I think I pretty much got everything that I wanted in my kitchen. Oh, I need some new baking stuff. You know how you see the Rachel Ray baking stuff on the Spin It to Win It page, whatever it's called? I need new stuff because what I got is really, really old. So I need that, and I want a new set of pots and pans because I did win a set, or Mom won a set and gave it to me, I think it was, but I want another one. So then I think I pretty much got my kitchen done. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, you finally won. There's a set up there now. Yeah, I have a couple of numbers down on it. Yeah, Andrea won and Lorinda won. I wasn't watching it. I wasn't on. I haven't been on the page in a while. And my nephew's like, you better go back on that page. So I signed up again and I put some numbers on stuff. But when he was doing the draw, he yelled out, he's like, Auntie, your friend won. And then he yelled it again, Auntie, your friend won. So yeah, you guys won. That's awesome. What was it did you win? Andrea, you won a $200 gift certificate to Sephora. Awesome. And so you bought the Glam palette, right? The Natasha Denona Glam. Is it this one? Yes, this is the one you bought, right? Yeah, he was so excited. He gets so excited. And And you won a $50 EMT. That's awesome. Lorinda, you won the last week too, right? So that's it. That's what's coming to you. Yeah, look at the mess here. That's what's coming to you, girl. Miss ND Glam. It was money that you went and spent at Sephora, yeah. Good for you guys. That's awesome. Good for you guys. I can't win nothing. I don't know if you've noticed, but I can't win a damn thing. And I was all pissed off because I put a lot of numbers, a lot of money on that Rachel Ray pot and pan set they had about a month and a half ago, and I didn't win it. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm sending my money to my sister. Like, I'm done. But then my nephew was bugging me, so I went back on it. And I put more numbers. But, you know, I won't win. I have no, like, I literally have no luck. Mom's got, I know, she's got all the luck, right? Her and this girl, Teresa. Her and a girl named Teresa, and there's another couple of other ladies, Wanda, and a couple, and I know they put a lot of money in those numbers. Like, they put a lot of money on it. So, obviously, you know, you're going to win if you got more than one number, right? You got the Glam palette, the Rust palette, and a bronzer duo that was on sale. What is the Rust palette? Yes, a lot of money. A lot of money. Like, I know there's some people who send like $600, $400 to $600 some weeks. That's a lot. Send mom, well, that's what mom keeps on saying. Just send her the money and she'll pick the numbers and she'll win. And I'm like, seriously, it won't land on your name because it's like the people, you know, the gods know it's mine, right? Melt Cosmetics. I've never tried Melt Cosmetics. I was debating on getting the Urban Decay is coming out with a new mini, Naked 3 or something like that. Now I know they got Naked 2 out there or something like that. I don't own anything from Urban Decay, and I was debating on getting their mini until I seen how much it was, and it's like $38, and I know it's more shadows than Natasha Denona. I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I want to pay $40 for this. So I might wait and see if they eventually have something like that on sale, or maybe they might have it on sale on their website. Because I've never tried it. Anyone like Urban Decay, their eyeshadows? I've never tried it. But it looked like a cute little mini. You know, I guess if you don't own anything by Urban Decay, it'd be a good thing to get, right? And I think Urban also, I believe they have an eyeshadow palette right now that's on sale at Sephora. I don't know, maybe I should just get that if it's cheaper. Andrea said, but apparently it's their best palette. You're excited. Both orders shipped today. Yes, I do that. Split it up. I found before that if I ordered twice from Sephora on the same day, God help me, don't get me burping here. I wouldn't get my samples. So what I do is, because they're usually pretty fast here in Toronto if you order, like you usually get your tracking the next day. So that's what I've been doing, is waiting until the next day. Or at least until I get that notice saying that it's being shipped or whatever. And then I'll reorder, because I find if you don't do it that way, they put everything in one box and you only get one set of samples. Speaking of eyeshadow palettes, you love the one that came in the last try box. Yeah? Which one did you get, Cosmic? Did you get the pinky one or did you get the other color one? Hi, Sylvie. How are you? I hope they took the chicken out of the oven and their french fries. Like, I hope they did. I can't hear anything. I told them, take the fries out in 5 minutes and keep an eye on the chicken. It's almost done. And I had the damn chicken out of the freaking pot on the plate, taking out the stuffing, and then I noticed that it wasn't quite cooked. So I'm all mad about it. You won't be happy if that happens. Yeah, if you order right after another, I know it's happened to me sometimes. So that's why I always wait until I get one notice saying that it's been shipped. Oh, you got the orangey palette. The colors are gorgeous. Yeah, it was a hard choice, wasn't it? Beautiful palettes. Go run out to make sure they did, so dinner won't be ruined. See what I'm doing? I gotta fix my eyebrow. I'll text him to make sure. I told my nephew, so I'm pretty sure he'll do it. Oh my God, Lisa, what a mess you're doing. I think for my beauty picks this week, I'm gonna use some stuff that I got in my boxes. What the heck? I don't know what I got done here. Not very smart. So, guess what I did? So I returned the Fenty foundation because not my shade at all. I compared that Fenty shade light medium next to every light medium foundation I had, and it was still so light. And then when I looked at Sephora, the next cool shade was medium tan cool. So I brought that back to Sephora today, and then I went, I swear to God, I called a whole bunch of Shoppers Drug Mart around me to see if they carried Catrice. Only one carried Catrice, but do not have the new hydrating foundation. So I was talking to the guy, Raul is his name. He's a cosmetics manager at this one Shoppers Drug Mart that does carry Catrice, right? And he said, you can bring it to any store. Their policy is, it doesn't matter what store you bought it from, you're allowed to return anything to any store, no matter what store you bought it from. He said, because you don't have to go back to Niagara Falls to exchange this, right, or get a refund. So I show up at a Shoppers Drug Mart across my house. They're arguing with me. No, you can't. You can't bring it back here because we don't carry Catrice. We can't take it. I'm like, but your policy is, no, we can't take it. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you. You know, you're new. If the other girls were here, the ones that I know that's been here forever, they would exchange it, no problem. I know that, right? So I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to leave. So then I called another Shoppers Drug Mart around me, said the same thing. Oh, no, we can't take it back because we don't carry the brand. I'm like, but that's not your policy. So then I end up calling Raul back again, who's got the Catrice in his store, and he's like, no, they're lying to you. They're lazy. He's like, it's our policy. That's Shoppers Drug Mart policy. You can buy something in any Ontario store and return it somewhere else. And I think it's all across Canada that's their policy. So yeah, so now I didn't go back and bring it back yet. I got 30 days to bring it back. So, and what a bugger is that there's no place in Toronto that sells this new foundation. I'm like, why is it at Niagara Falls, but it's not here? You know what I mean? So I need to find somebody who lives in Niagara Falls that I can send the foundation and the receipt to go there to get my shade and send it back. And I don't know anyone who lives in Niagara Falls who would do that, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we need to take another trip to Niagara Falls. And Ian's like, I don't think so. It costs a lot of money. So I'm bummed. I get a pain in my side. Oh, you're good, Sylvie. You're wearing glasses and a mask. Oh, your eyes are burning most of the day and the mask started to give you a zit on your nose. Oh, man, I don't know how people do it. I literally don't know how people do it having to wear that mask all day. I just about die. I hate it. Sylvie, you stop wearing makeup for now. You're mandated to wear the full face. Oh, my Lord. And go back and, yeah, right? But anyway, the manager of that store said, he goes, who did you call? I said, well, I went to the one by my house, and then I called another one close to my house, and he said, okay. And I told him which stores it was, and he's like, that's not right, and he's going to let shoppers know about it, because that's not right. So I'm like, okay, you do your thing. You just do your thing, guy. All right. I need to put on a foundation. I think I'm going to use this one. Medium. See how she goes. Because now that, I don't know if you can tell that my face is getting really burnt. So not a lot is working right now. So I'm going to my summertime shades. I can't wait. What did you guys get for add-ons for PIXZ? They can absolutely take it back. If they don't carry the product, they just send it either to a warehouse or back to the company, right? And I know that because there's many times I get something from Shoppers Drug Mart online and I bring it across the street to my little shoppers, and the girls who's been there for so long, they take it. Like they know, you know? So I'm like, no, you can take it back. You're supposed to take it back. Hi, Janet. I don't know if I said that. I don't know if I said hi, Janet. Hi, Janet. Okay, I'm so lost now. Where am I? You think your local shoppers carries Catrice? You'll check and see if they have the foundation. Okay, love. Because I have 30 days to return it. And I'm looking for either the shade 30. I think it was 13 or 30, I believe. Oh, now I'm getting a pain in my side. You love your look fantastic for June, and you like the kiwi essence. I don't know if I got that. I think that's the one I didn't get, right? You're so freaking itchy from your second shot. Oh, really? Hi, Jen. How are you? No hives anymore, just the itching now. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Jen. I checked like what's around me, around my area in Etobicoke, and I called, and most of them didn't carry Catrice. Only one. Like even the beauty boutique that's down at Six Points Plaza. Is this too light? This is medium. No, I think it. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just sinking into my skin actually. Yeah, I think it's all right. Even Six Points Plaza, the big beauty boutique, that's the closest one near me, don't sell Catrice. It's crazy. And I couldn't believe it. I walk into freaking Niagara Falls and there's Catrice with the Hydra Foundation. It's crazy. And then online, I think they only have like 2 shades left. You're now scared to get your second shot, Sylvie. You know, I know a lot of people who had their second shot who didn't have any side effect at all, just a sore arm. Janet, you're getting your second shot this Thursday coming. Hope you don't get a reaction. You missed the conversation. I just started, Jen. I just got my first 2 on Wednesday. Let me know the shade and you'll check. You have 3 around me. I know one was 30. One is called Rosy Cool or Cool Rosy. And it's not Cool Cashmere, it's the next Cool. And I think it's Cool Rosy. I believe it's number 13 or 14. And then the other one was number 30. I know that for sure. It's something neutral. But yeah, it's my fault because I should have looked at the shades online before I grabbed it. But I was in a rush. I won't do that again. But hey, at least I know if I ever need something from Catrice and I'm going to Niagara Falls, well, I know where to go, right? And the fact that they had it, because the guy on the phone with me at the other shoppers, you know, the really nice guy who was helping me out, he was saying that they haven't had anything new since January. He's like, we haven't had any new releases since January. And they're waiting, right? And I'm like, that's insane. And then I'm like, why is it that Niagara Falls got it and we don't have it, you know? Maybe it's because it's closer to the border. I don't know. It don't make sense to me. Oh, I think this shade is going to work fine, actually. And this shade is like straight up medium. Don't be scared. It's a walk in the park. That's true. It's a walk in the park from actually getting the COVID. You have 2 beauty boutiques around you. What's the Bobbi Brown cream I use? Your daughter has bad allergies and under her eyes are super dry. So it's called Bobbi Brown. This is a tongue twister for me. Vitamin Enriched Face Base. That's what it's called. Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's expensive, like the full crackers. What did I just do? Yeah, sandy beige. Yeah. I'm thinking the rosy cool should be more my jam. But I like a neutral as well. Like I find that if my face is really red, a neutral color works better for me than the rosy cool tones do. So either or. And I'm thinking if I'm going to use it for the summertime, then maybe sandy beige is probably going to be best, right? Than the rosy one. Having to work in the morning, having a great week. Stay well and safe. Hit the like button. Thank you, darling. Have a good night, Sylvie, my love. Poor Sylvie. She can't get a day off. Save her life. Okay, so 30 is sandy beige and 20 is rosy beige. Yeah. So one of those I think will work. Oh, I'm a cool toned, love. I can do cool and I can do neutral because sometimes it's really blue and sometimes it'll look a little bit off blue. So I can do both, cool or neutral. I know what my undershade is. Thank you, my doll. Can I tell you a secret? I have no idea how to use a blender, like this kind of a blender, or like a cooking blender. Yeah, your veins are blue. Yeah, you're cool toned. I can use both. I can use cool or neutral when it comes to foundation. Both for you? Yeah. I find if my face is really, really red, if there's a lot of redness seeping out, then it's best for me to use a neutral shade of a foundation because it covers up the redness more. I think I got way too much foundation on my face, but oh well. I swear I've had this for such a long time. And this one here. So I just used the Bye Bye foundation. And I have another brand new one of this one too, neutral medium, which is going to be great for the summertime. I'm going to have to open that up because this one here I believe is light medium. The only thing that PIXZ ever did for me, or Topbox ever did for me, send me the CC creams. Beauty blender. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You wet it and you just bounce. That's it. You just wet it and you bounce, girl, all over your face. You don't have to bounce it as much as I bounce it. I just continue to bounce, bounce, bounce. Most people aren't crazy like me. So, you just bounce it until all your foundation is gone. And that's that. And I love, this one here is the Koki Beauty Blender from the brand Koki. And I got it in my PIXZ bag, and I also chose it again for this month because it's such a nice blender. Like, I like a really soft blender, like a beauty blender, the original. Those are like $27, 26 bucks at Sephora. So when I got this one in my PIXZ bag 2 months ago, and I wet it and realized how soft it was, the choices came out again for this month or July month, and one of the choices was the Koki Beauty Blender. So I grabbed it again because it's such a great blender. If you like the original Beauty Blender, you'll love the Koki one. And you have to throw these away after 3 months, so bonus, right? The bag costs you 20 bucks Canadian, and a blender is like, a good one is 20 something dollars, so I'm like, yay. I like ColourPop blenders too. Like, do you wet it? Why do you wet it? Do you wet it? Every use you wet it because you want it to be a little bit wet, like damp. So I'll run it under the water and I'm squeezing it as I'm running it under the water, and I'll squeeze out the water, and you want it to be damp, and you do it every use. Every time you use it, you want, a damp beauty blender. Hi, Karina, how are you? Cooking blender her face. Yeah. Hi, Sandra. What? I'm getting a stitch in my side of all things, right? You never use beauty blenders. You love your Blendiful. Oh, I want one of those so bad. I think when Tati comes out with her next whatever she comes out with, I think I'm going to grab the Blendiful with it. And Some people are saying they think she's coming out with a new, whatchamacallit, with a new eyeshadow palette. So I think when she comes out with whatever again, I'm definitely grabbing the Blendiful. Is that also when you bake? I don't know. I see people, I don't know. I don't know much about baking. I don't do it because my skin is dry. I don't touch powder. I find if I put powder on my face, I look like a dried up, caked mess. So I don't know much about baking. Yeah, baking. I don't know why people do the baking. I don't know. Honest to God, Jen, I see people putting on their makeup on YouTube and stuff, and I'm thinking, does it have something to do with oily skin? If you're, I don't know why they do it. Especially when you see them put it down here and stuff. I don't know much about it, love. Wring the water out, yes. Michelle said she always finds it difficult to find the right shade if you use a self tanner on your face. Any tricks? Anybody use self tanner? See, that's something else I don't use. But I know, like, if I get a tan on my face, that I'm going a shade darker. So, like, right now, I usually use light to medium, right? But because my face is getting more sun, the redness is coming out more, and it's eventually going to turn somewhat tanned. I went to shade medium, and that's working. So, I would imagine if you're doing a self tan, go a shade darker in your tone, and that might help. You have a whole 6-pack of blenders from Beauty Bakery and you haven't used them. Didn't that come in BoxyCharm, the Beauty Bakery blenders? Did I see that in BoxyCharm? Yes, each use. Every time you're putting on your foundation and you're using the blender, you wet your blender every single time. And eventually you'll get used to it. And then one day you'll sit down to go do your makeup and you'll reach for your blender and you'll go, crappers, I forgot to wet my blender. Because I've done that lots of times. Sandra, you're a brush girl. I haven't found a brush that I like. I don't know if it's because my skin is so sensitive, but every brush I've tried, I always found it too hard. The thistles, the bristles on it, I've always found it to be too hard on my skin, and it like kind of tickles my face, but in an irritating way, so I don't like it. But eventually, I want to get one of those It Cosmetics brushes because I know people love that brush. The Blendiful is, oh my God, I don't even know how to explain it. Tati came out with something called a Blendiful. I don't even know how to explain it. I might have to get a picture. So it's not a sponge. It's not like this. It's not a sponge. I want one so bad. Especially when you see her use it on her video. You got your Blendiful in a bundle with her palette when it was her birthday month. Yeah. See, I already had her palette, so I missed out on it. Shade check your foundation on your neck or jaw. Yeah, that's what they say. Am I putting on too much concealer now? Like, I don't think I've ever put this much concealer on in my life. But what I did was, I pressed it too hard right here on my blender. And when I do that, the red that I already had covered up comes through again. So now, I don't know if that's too light or not. Well, it is what it is. But this, I think, is the concealer I'm going to be using for the rest of the week. It's the new Tarte one. I just don't know what foundation I'm going to use because I thought I had some new ones, but now I don't. Maybe, I don't know, I might use the It Cosmetics one. You think baking is mainly for photos and stage makeup. Yeah, there's a woman at work who bakes. It's not flattering in office light. You're testing a stray cat face and body bronzer now? Oh, that's cool, Sandra. The Blendiful was an applicator that Tati put out with her beauty brand. It's a silicone sponge surrounded with a soft fabric. Fabulous for applying anything. Concealer, foundation, cream blushes, cream bronzers, powder. You have such a dry cough, not sure how to fix the tickle? Yeah. I had a bad one last week, and I knew why. I felt like there's a lump in my throat all last week. You can see it on my videos. And it was because I was getting that acid stuff built up in my throat. You like sponges? Even in the old days, you used the little wedge sponges? You're really struggling? Okay, you got a dry cough, not sure how to fix the tickle. Have you tried any of those cough drops maybe? Like a Vicks or something like that? Robert Welsh has a great video reviewing the Blendiful. You've never seen a Blendiful in real life, but it looks like a little velvet pillow. You're in a coughing fit. Last night you barely slept. Oh no. We're always out of trouble, Mel, Karen. Tea with some honey. You're using Ricola. Okay, a coughing fit. Jen, do you have a fever? Karina, your husband is in Toronto, right? Oh no, his mom passed away. Oh, what a sin. Oh, what a sin. I'm sorry to hear that. No any wives' tales for it. Molasses. I know when I was a kid and I hated it, when we had a cough or a sore throat, but definitely a cough, my mom would make us eat a spoonful of molasses, and it was nasty, but it took care of it. I swear to God, molasses took care of it when we were kids. I hated the taste, but it was gone. No fever, you're drinking tea, okay. No sore throat, just a horrible cough and a dry cough. Gargle some salt water, Karina said. And you just got your first shot, okay. You love molasses, Lorinda? Hi, Elvira, how are you? Oh, 3 weeks ago. Okay, so you got your shot 3 weeks ago, okay. Yeah, try the salt water. A small humidifier helps with the dry cough, Cosmic said. Try the humidifier. Try the salt water. You know, drink a tablespoon of freaking molasses. Heat on your chest, Lorinda said. I'm good, sweetheart. You'll try all of these? Yeah. You should see me yesterday swallowing freaking spoonfuls of sugar. Oh my God, baking soda and warm water and lemon juice. Yes. I'm only going in the office on Tuesday. So usually I only go into the office on the days that we would have originally had patients in the office. And that's usually on Tuesdays and Fridays. But I just usually now just go in the office on Tuesday and have everything ready that I give her for all of the surgeries and stuff for the week. Unless for some reason I have to go in on Friday, then I will. But usually I just go in there one morning a week. That's it. Okay, you sent a picture of it? Okay, let me see here. Right. So that is what the Blendiful looks like from Tati. I would suggest watch her video, or like Cosmic said, watch, what's his name? James Robert Welsh, and he does a really good review on it. But, oh man, I want one so bad. When I see Tati using her Blendiful, I get so jealous because it looks so freaking good. Hi, Tanya. Chandra said, I can't speak. Tanya said that she used elderberry syrup when you had bad bronchitis. and would cough uncontrollably. Oh, that sounds terrible. I never heard of elderberry syrup before. What helped my cough? I think the only reason why I was struggling last week is because of the acid reflux. And then eventually it kind of boiled over because it was like I kept on having a lump in my throat. And then Friday I had a really bad heartburn. And then yesterday all hell broke loose and it was horrible. So I think that's what was my reason, was because of the acid reflux. But I know there are some people, I believe it was my niece, who I think was last year, had like a dry cough for 3 or 4 months, and the doctor said eventually it'll go away. Pretty much only use a small one to apply powder under your eyes. It applies beautifully without being cakey. Yes, today I'm fine. I'm fine today. Other than I got the stitch in my side here that won't go away. My back and my chest are sore because that's where the pain would, it's like you're having a heart attack. When you have a really bad acid reflux attack, it's like you're having a heart attack, and you get this sharp pain up your chest and up your, in your jaw. And I always get a really bad pain going up my spine. And it was just like constant yesterday, just constantly. And you can't breathe because when you try to like take a full breath, you would get more pain, and you can't talk. Like I can't talk because I can't breathe. I definitely can't talk, right? So I'm good today. It's just I'm sore. Like it feels like someone just kept on punching me. Um, but much better than yesterday. Yesterday was brutal. It was just awful. And I know like Ian's been through it where we've actually taken him to the hospital a couple of times. And I think some of you ladies had acid reflux attacks, or your husbands did. But when you get a really bad one, I'm telling you, you think you're about to die. Like I thought I was having a heart attack. At some points I was like, this can't be normal. It's got to be a heart attack or something. But I knew it wasn't. Oh my God, I'm looking for something. That's not it. I tell you, I got 1,000 lip liners here, and I don't like any of them. Elderberry makes you think about the elderberry wine that Anne and her bosom friend. Oh, yes, that's right. Got drunk off in Anne of Green Gables. You feel like it gets worse at night? And how long have you had it for, Jen? How was dinner? Nobody's listening to me. Karina said your daughter's had the same thing, a dry cough, the last 2 summers, lots of stairs in the COVID era, right? Maybe you might be allergic to something. I found once I hit 42, I started getting a runny nose all the time in the summertime. I never had any allergies before in my life, but it's like hay fever or something like that. And now, if I go for a walk to across the street to Metro, I come back, my nose is legit running for an hour afterwards. And I never had that before. So it could be like something like an allergy or a hay fever. You got acid reflux? Yeah, you feel like you're dying. I know it's brutal, right? Okay, so for the last 2 days, um, I would say, Jen, to call your doctor. Like if it's getting really, really bad, call your doctor. Maybe get a humidifier in your room as well. And wasn't it you were able to put like a pot on the stove or a pot of water on your heater during the night to help with the air as well, not be so dry? If it rains, open up the window when you're sleeping. That might help. I don't know if it's going to rain though. Andre, you got a post-nasal drip so bad. Your allergies got so bad? Wow. Coughing your head off, yeah. Your nose runs when you do your makeup. Anyone else? Anyone else's nose run when they do their makeup? Right now in BC, we can blame everything on the smoke. Oh no, you guys are having wildfires, I can't speak, wildfires in BC right now? I haven't watched the news. That's always scary, you know. I always remember that one big fire that they had in Alberta a couple of years ago. Oh my God. My brother was working in it and got stuck. Oh, it was insane. A couple of my cousins lost their homes. That was a crazy fire. Yeah, so what did you guys get from Ipsy for the add-ons? So I'm going to use the concealer this week. I'm going to use this blush. Not that one. This one. That's my, whatchamacallit, my extra. I think I'm going to use this blush for the rest of the week. But did you see where they had the Kokie foundation as an add-on for Ipsy? I grabbed two. I think I grabbed light, medium, and medium. I grabbed two of them. Janet, you're the same. Your nose runs? Hi, Winter. Yeah, how you doing? I don't have a bronzer. I actually went into Sephora today. And there's another set I didn't realize. Tarte has another set, $39. It's got that cream bronzer in it that I want. You know, I don't think I have a cream bronzer, do I? Of all the things I don't really have, well, I got this one. Where did you go, stupid Laritzi? This is like the only cream kind of bronzer thingy I have is this Laritzi thing. But I think I'm going to use this blush for the week. Did anyone get this blush, the IBY blush from Ipsy? You were able to redeem points for it as well. You don't remember really? You spent $69 on the add-ons, Andrea? Holy cow. Who else was one of the people who didn't get the $6 credit until like later on that evening? I know some people waited until it showed up on their account. The $6 credit that Ipsy was giving out to some people, not everybody. Some people they were giving it out to, the ones who either haven't gotten their bag yet for June or didn't get it until like really late in the month. So yeah, they finally refunded me. It took, you know, all day. I knew they would. You know, I knew that they came out and said that people were getting this. And then come to realize after that, you know, I guess we all had to wait until 9 o'clock their time for it to come on your account. Isn't that a pretty blush? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You're a pretty blush. Oh my goodness. You had a CT scan last week. Seems you have a nodule. Oh, on your lung? Okay. Your mind is sticking on that and causing your coughs. Mind over matter. Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. Whatever you do, do not Google your symptoms. Do not do that, okay? Because that is a lot of stress. And Google, when you Google your symptoms, you know, Google every time will have you thinking that you're dying. So do not Google your symptoms. We tell patients that all the time. Patients will call me all the time saying, I'm dying. I Googled my symptoms and I have this, this, and this. And I'm like, no, you don't. You probably got a hemorrhoid, you know, and chances are they have a hemorrhoid, right? So whatever you do, whenever you're sick, don't ever Google your symptoms because you're going to stress yourself out when you're probably perfectly okay. That's the worst thing you can do is Google your symptoms because Google will have you dead. The masks make your nose run? Yes, me too, Jen. You have some things coming from Sephora tomorrow. Awesome Cosmic. Tanya, you ordered the set of bling brushes and a magnetic eyelash set. The magnetic eyelash set. Oh, on Ipsy. Okay. Christmas shopping in July. You still didn't get the credit. You have to contact them. Yeah, so if they sent you the email that you were getting it, then contact them. And I think everyone who got the email, if you didn't get the email, you're not getting the credit. But for those who did get the email, if you did not get the credit, I think you do have to either email them or reach out by Twitter or Facebook or whatever, because they're not going to automatically put it in your account, I don't think, if you didn't get it. I think you got to reach out to them. You added one, the Grace and Stella cleanser, the brow pencil thing, and the Quay scalp and body scrub. I was going to add that, actually. I didn't. You're good. Yes, we're going to think positive thoughts, Lorinda. You got the deodorant and the Patrick Ta blush. I was debating about the deodorant. I was a little bit mad that it wasn't in my Ipsy Plus bag, to be honest. The money for add-ons is exactly why you got rid of Ipsy. You spend way too much on those. You Googled your cough and it's COVID. It might be a cold. Yeah. I think right now, if you got a fever and a cough, everything is going to be, it's going to always come up right now and say it's COVID. Or if it's just a cough, they're going to say it's COVID. If you got a runny nose, it'll probably say it's COVID. Hope to F, it's not a hemorrhoid. It's funny. But it's true, though. We have it all the time. Patients will call and they think that they got some serious issue because they Googled and Google said that they were dying. And they'll come in and, you know, get checked and stuff. And it's like, nope, you just got a couple of hemorrhoids, love. That's it. Hi, Ashley. You're all moved in. Yay, good for you. You had a long weekend. Didn't I just have a... I did. That's awesome. Good for you, love. Moving is brutal. Moving is insane. The only good thing I think about moving is that you get rid of a lot of junk. Because aren't I just a beauty queen? You get rid of a lot of junk. I think that's the only good thing about moving. Oh, I forgot about this too. I have this concealer thingy. I forgot about that. I don't know what I'm doing here today. God help me. I think I'm going to wait and probably use this on a video coming up this week. And this one here, I think I might sell that and that. You forgot you also ordered the Patrick Ta blush on your Ipsy account. It's 7 on the dot. I'm in my drop top cruising the streets. 7 on the dot. I'm in my drop top cruising the streets. That's a song, right, Dan L? I'm not with the tone of it, but I know that's a song. It's 7. It's 7 on the dot. I know that's a song. I'm going to try this YC thingy. Just a little bit. You started watching the show Manifest. Oh, Manifest is good. There's 2 seasons of it. You know, anybody else get bothered when you start watching a show, you're binge watching it, and then, you know, you get to the 2nd season, and that's that. And then you got to wait. Oh, this is why I don't like watching shows. Unless it's done, it's completely finished. I like shows like that. But Manifest is a good show. There was a lot of shows before COVID that I was getting into, and it's like they've all disappeared now. There was that one. Did anyone watch that show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon? I think that's her name. What a mess I'm making with my eyes today. Janet, you watched last week. You didn't do a thing for 3 days, but watch it. It's a great show. I never did watch Handmaid's Tale. I think I tried watching and I got to like maybe see, you know, a show or two, and then I stopped. I couldn't get into it for some reason. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch it again. You got to sign off. Your internet is super. Okay, darling. Have a good week. Is it worth your time to watch The Lion Shot? I've never seen it. Your chat isn't loading up new messages. I find my chat does that too, Ashley. When I was watching Jen Loves the last couple of weeks, I had to keep on getting off and then going back up and pressing the live chat button, and eventually it would work. But that happened a few times to me in the last couple of weeks watching Jen Loves on her live as well. So like if you close off the chat where the X is on top and then press live chat again, it might refresh. That's what I was having to do. for Jen Loves. I don't know why I'm doing my eyes today. Not very much. If you have Prime, Bosch is a great series. Okay, Bosch. Okay. Oh, Tiger King. Oh. Yeah, I only watched a couple of episodes of that. I couldn't handle the way the guy talked. It drove me mental. I couldn't watch it. I don't know. His accent or something, or I don't know. I couldn't watch it. That's what you had to do. You're sleepy anyways. Your kiddo keeps coming in to ask something every 2 seconds. Okay, sweetheart. Have a good night, love. Get some rest, sweetheart. You're busy all week. I'm going to be getting off too pretty soon. I got to eat that food. That food smells so good. My stuffed chicken with Newfoundland savory. Mm-mm-mm. I need a new television show to watch now. Yeah, so there was this TV show that Jennifer Aniston did and Reese Witherspoon. God, I can't remember the name of it. But I thought there was going to be like a season 2, but now I'm assuming there's not going to be a season 2. But it was so good. Did anyone else watch it? There was another one that I watched called Evil. That was really good. I think that just restarted actually. But there was like a lot of shows that I was watching before COVID, and it's like there's there's no more seasons to it, which is a bummer, right? Good night, Jen Love. Hi, Anna. The morning show. Yes, that's what it's called. It's supposed to be our October last year. They're delayed due to COVID, but they taped it already. Oh, so there is going to be a season 2 of the morning show. And is Jen Aniston and Reese Witherspoon going to be in it? I like that show. I thought it was really good. You want to start watching The Boys? I've never heard of that one either. Good night, Jen, darling. Oh, awesome. So have they come out and said when it's going to be aired? Because it doesn't matter. I don't want to watch it until it's all done. I got a mess on my eyes. I don't want to watch it until it's like the whole season is done so I can binge watch it. Imagine those days. Remember those days back, when we were in high school and in our 30s or in our 20s when we had a favorite show and we actually had to look at the I don't know what I got going on here. And we had to wait every week for our favorite shows, and we actually did that. And we actually watched all the commercials because you couldn't fast forward it. Now we're spoiled. You have to watch that one, The Morning Show. Is it on Netflix or Prime? Good question, Andrea. That's a good question. I don't know. Because I think I watched it on flixtour.to whenever that was available. Apple TV. Okay, so this is what you do. Oh, you can't even watch it on Flixtour because it was a couple of years ago, so you can't even watch it there. They had a few delays, but they had pics from their dressing rooms. Hi, Jen Button. How are you? Yes, happy 4th of July, darling. What are you doing? How are you celebrating? How do we get Apple TV here in Canada? Do you have to subscribe to that? Why do I look like I'm all crooked or something? It's like my eyes look like I'm all crooked, like something's not right. Right? Do you notice that I'm like all crooked? I'm just crooked. Oh, I'm going to use this mascara for the rest of the week. I do like this mascara, actually. The Tarte Lash Paint one. You don't have that? Oh, it's a subscription. Food and fireworks. Yummy. What kind of food you got, Jen B? What the? I got a yummy stuffed Newfoundland chicken in the oven. Well, it's probably out now. You get 1 year free when you buy an Apple device. Oh, okay. Right. I don't have any of those. Hmm. Well, that's a bugger. And there's nowhere else you can get it, eh? That's a bugger. I wonder if Netflix will pick it up soon or something. I'll wait until it comes on. Once it comes out on Apple TV, I'll be able to watch it on Flixstore when it's available. But I have to watch it like as soon as it comes out, kind of thing. Because on Flixstore, you're only able to watch whatever came out in the last 3 months unless you're a paying member. For career day in junior high, your friend and you went to the local TV station and got to watch a new episode of Dawson's Creek a few days before it aired on TV. Oh, I bet you thought you were so cool. That must have been an awesome experience, Kayla. Right? Or Kelsey? I thought it was Kayla. I seen the K. That must have been an awesome experience. Oh my goodness. And Dawson Creek, when you were in high school, when it came out, that was the jam. That was like when I was in high school, Friends and 90210 was the show to watch when I was in high school, right? Because it came out when I was in high school. So I'm assuming when Dawson, you were, in your prime days in high school when Dawson Creek came out. That must have been freaking awesome. I would have went to school the next day bragging to everybody. We unfortunately didn't have any thing like that back in Newfoundland. I swear when a good movie came out that everybody wanted to watch, we had to wait 6 months for it to reach us back home. And then it was in the movie theater. It was the only one playing for about 6 months. Life in a small town. You got your phone in November, so fingers crossed. Yes, love. Let me know. As soon as you know when it's out, let me know. 3-layer angel food strawberry shortcake was your favorite. Oh, yummy. That sounds divine, Jen. That sounds fabulous. I made a no-bake blueberry cheesecake last week, I think, for Ian. It's his aunt's recipe. I didn't make it as good as his aunt did. I got like an 8 out of 10 on it. I think it's because I had pushed down the crust too hard, so it was really hard to cut. It wasn't crumbly. And I didn't have enough blueberries, so I put the strawberries on top of it. But it was all right. That's something I never really, like an actual cheesecake. I've never made an actual cheesecake. Like, I didn't consider that an actual cheesecake because it tasted more like the Cool Whip, the way you make it. It had like just a hint of the cheesecake flavor in it. It was more of the Cool Whip. So one day I'm going to make a cheesecake. When you were in high school, we had to interview someone about their job. So you called Much Music and interviewed Kim Clark. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Miss Thurinda. Love you. You just celebrate your son's birthday late. You have too many chocolate-covered strawberries left. It's a problem. It's never a problem. Chocolate and sweets is never a problem. Okay, everyone, I'm going to take off too so I can go eat my fabulous dinner. Legit, I didn't give myself enough time with the roast chicken. I thought an hour and a half was enough time for the chicken, but because it was probably still a little bit frozen inside, it wasn't quite cooked when I took it out before I came live. So it's at the oven now. So I'm going to go eat my yummy dinner. Andrea said to Anna, you can send some her way. Right. Get an Instapot, girl. Yeah. Oh, I cooked it in my brand new double Dutch cast iron oven. So I can't wait to go taste it. Anyway, good night, everybody. And I will be live next Saturday night. I will be live. Ian's at work. So I'll be live next Saturday. Bye. Oh, my side is hurting.